you can do the fakest shit to somebody and still tell them I love you. You get what I'm saying? Like I could kill you and say I killed you because I love you so much. But if I'm loyal to you, no matter how I'm feeling, I'm gonna have your best interest in heart. You can love your dog. Like I don't want love. Give me loyalty first. That's what I want.
What up, geniuses? Welcome back to For the Record. I'm your host, Rob Markman. Now, if you notice, we are not on our regular set. We had to take a special trip down to Decatur. We're in Decatur, right? Decatur, Georgia. All right, with my man, 21 Savage, man. What's up, man?
What's happening?
Nah, man. Thank you for having us. I don't know whether to thank you, man. I feel like this might get as close as we get to the trap or whatever want to come, man. Your new album is out. Your new album is I Am Greater Than I Was. Right, and you did this motel installation in your hometown and invited people to come to this motel, and each room is kind of situated to fit a specific song. Where did that idea come from, man? That ain't kind of like your average creativity.
I had just told Meezy, my manager, like I just want to do my album release party in my hood. Well, not release party, but like, you know, the shit based around the album in my hood. And he kind of just put it together.
Right. How empowering is that, man? Because look, man, and you know, obviously I come from New York. A lot of labels is up there, a lot of media is up there. You know, it's cool to come to New York, but man, ain't nothing like doing it in your own backyard with your own people that you came up with. And I feel like you, with all your success, afforded yourself to do, like you could do that and it ain't no question. And people will gladly come down and rock with you. What does that feel like to be able to bring people to your world this way?
I feel like people need to come to where the music come from so they can get an idea of the shit, instead of just looking at it from like a, you know, like a standard way.
Right.
Like, oh, I'm gonna go here, invite these people, play the music, blah, blah, blah. Like, nah, y'all gonna come to where I'm from so y'all can kind of feel the story behind the music type shit.
Right, nah, it's dope, man. I mean, one of the stories on a lot, you know, off the project, you have rap, you have a line, and I'm gonna read it. My brother lost his life and it turned me to a beast. And in speaking to you, I have found out that you lost your man right here, right down the block from where we're at on Glenwood right now, right?
Yeah, right across the street in Trey's parking lot. Yeah, Tay-Man, R.I.P. Tay-Man. Hell
Right.
yeah.
And to come back here, does it give you any specific type of feeling or you know what I mean?
Yeah, hell yeah. I done did a lot of shit on this, like this little script right here. Like, this is like home base. So it's like I done lost a lot of people out here. I done made a lot of money out here. I really, this little script really turned me to a man. So it's like I could never leave. I still got an apartment right there. I sleep in all the time, kick it in. I done did interviews over there. Like, I love this hood. I love this area. So it always brings back memories of just being young and just, you know, living life.
But at the same time, you change it, right? Because the album, I Am Greater Than I Was. So to me, that's you acknowledging your past and everything that you've been through.
Yeah.
And also with an eye towards your future or your present. So talk about that, like, because a lot of people feel like in order to flourish, they got to move away or completely just escape from the realities.
Yeah, nah, I don't feel like that.
Yeah.
I feel like you just gotta change. Like, for instance, back in the day, probably, 2018, my first mixtape came out in 2015, so 3 years ago, like 2014, I would have probably been out here selling something or taking something. But now I done transformed it, and like I'm releasing my album out this hotel, and like I got kids that I just gave $1,000 a piece to who are in school and for inspiration and financial literacy. So it's like I'm still in the hood. It's just you got to change what you do in the hood, because you could be positive still in the hood. You don't, like, being in the hood don't just make you negative. Like, you could be in the hood doing negative stuff, or you could be doing positive stuff, but you don't gotta leave. I don't think you have to leave unless you just want to, or unless the hood don't embrace you. But my hood love me, so like.
That's one thing. I'm glad you talked on the financial literacy. You know, the 21 Savage, the bank account campaign that you've been doing, or, earlier this year too. Like we really took notice when I really, and I've been fucking with you since our first interview and before that, and
Yeah.
especially how your mind worked. And man, I seen Meezy, your manager, send out a tweet earlier this year talking about how you was gonna stop wearing jewelry, you was gonna invest your money, real estate, cryptocurrency, all types of things like this. And I was just like, yo, I always knew you was different, but then that solidified it. And I see you today. There's no chains on, there's no jewelry. What was the moment that made you decide, you know what, I'm through with this jewelry thing? Like when did it finally click for you?
It just became too many people was just overdoing the shit. It just made me like fall back, like, cause I feel like jewelry is like, fans don't really care about jewelry. They do, some fans probably do, but majority of fans don't really care. So it's like, rappers just be competing with other rappers, like seeing who can get the most expensive, the best, the nicest type shit. So it's like, I ain't really competing with nobody, so I don't gotta wear jewelry, cause jewelry don't make me. Like, I had an identity before I started rapping. I always been me. Like, I have a store. A lot of these niggas don't have no store, so all they can do is cover it up with the glamour and the glitz. Like, that's all they can talk about. They can't talk about no real life shit, cause they ain't been through nothing. And I feel like I don't need no jewelry. I'm a star without jewelry. I could walk in a room without a piece of jewelry on, and people still gonna feel my energy. You know what I mean? Just because I'm solid and I am who I am, confident in who I am, like, jewelry, I don't need it.
Right. Nah, definitely, man, and that star quality, it shows even when you walk down here, just interacting with your fans and seeing how your fans love you for who you are is a really dope thing. Another thing that you do earlier this year too, you dropped something with Metro, Don't Come Out the House.
Yeah,
And you use this whisper flow.
yeah,
And it became a thing. I feel like it was almost like the It's a Knife thing. Like you said it, because this is how you talk, it became a meme, right?
yeah.
But when that whisper flow, when I'm listening, dog, you saying some real shit, like all these bodies, I can't sleep at night. Like, and it's funny how it's not funny to sometimes it turns into a meme. Does that ever get to you? Like you be saying some real shit and people just kind of take the oh, he's using the whisper flow, oh, he whispered, that was dope, but then really get what you was getting at?
Yeah, I think that happened a lot. Cause I be saying some shit all the time. Motherfuckers just don't realize it. Cause I don't know. But I don't know. They say yin yang twins. They had did that shit a long time ago.
Yeah.
But like every time I rap, I always whisper, cause I don't be whispering to record. I just whisper while I'm thinking of what I'm gonna say next. So I might be in the booth like, and it just so happened Metro was like, shit, say it like that, how you just said it. And that's how that came about, type
Wow.
shit.
So it's actually like it's a writing process for you. You're figuring out in your head, you're whispering it out.
Yeah, but then it's real shit too though, cause like you said, all these bodies I can't sleep at night. Like, nigga done seen a lot of shit.
Sound like PTSD.
Yeah, hell yeah, for sure. Nigga done seen a lot of shit, so it'd be like, nigga can't sleep at night for real. Them facts.
All right, so on Don't Come Outside, you did the whisper flow, and that became a meme, and everybody kind of ran with it. And I don't really think they knew the importance of or why you was really doing it. But then again, on this album, you come back with Metro again, ASMR, and use the whisper flow again, and then it made me go look up what ASMR meant. Talk about that creative process of doing that.
I ain't know what ASMR meant, but when Don't Come Out the House came out, I seen everybody tweeting like, what the fuck, 21 ASMRing on the song. So I've asked somebody, I forgot who I asked what it was, but I guess they said it's like massaging somebody with your words, some shit like that, where you doing something with your voice. So I was like, shit, I'm gonna name another song ASMR so they can say, he made name the song ASMR, just to make motherfuckers talk.
That's dope, though. But nah, because it's something I looked up on YouTube. It's just videos of people whispering, to calm people down. So
Yeah,
that's what I like about you, man. Like you take something even when you misunderstood a meme or whatever, and you turn it into some other. It's an album from It's a Knife. Even the meme of you when taking over the world or something like that, and people run with that, man. And you always taking and flipping into some creative thing that work in your favor. A lot of artists get mad or try to run from that. You embrace it, and use it to bring people closer to your world, man. That's
Yeah,
pretty
hell
dope.
yeah, you can't get mad. Cause shit, they fans, they love you at the end of the day. I know my fans love me like a motherfucker. So whatever they say, I'm gonna find a way to capitalize out that shit. I'm a hustler. Shit, you want me to motherfucking rip up potato chip bags? You gonna buy them, I'm gonna rip them up. Straight up.
I feel like you say talk about the love from your fans. I feel like love and loyalty are major themes on this album. I feel like, I listen to songs like All My Friends with Post Malone, and I be feeling like your loyalty has been tested. And you talk a lot about fame. I took some lyrics down from here. I don't need no friends. And what's a friend when there ain't no trust? And who gonna be around where all the fame and the cash is gone? Like, what happened? What have you been going through over this past maybe year and a half that sort of bring these emotions out on you on tracks like this?
It ain't even shit I've been going through since I was a rapper. Like, before I was a rapper, like, I had money, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was hood famous. Like, I had hood, like, street money, like, on my mama. So, like, I went through kind of all the shit that you go through when you have money at a younger age, probably when I was 18, 17, 19, around them times. So, a lot of the shit I be speaking on, it be shit from back then. But now that I've been through that, when I became a rapper, it's like, I already know what to look for, because I done already been through the money and the friendships ending over money. I've been through that shit when I was young already, you know what I'm saying? So that's really what it be about, like shit that I learned already. I ain't really went through no problems with no money and like jealousy, people like, not from my friends. I ain't went through that. If a nigga hating on me, it's cause he ain't my friend.
Right.
But like me and my partners, like loyalty is what we live and die by. Like before money, before anything, like it's loyalty first. Like straight up. So we don't have them problems, honestly. Like that's the honest to God truth. Like we do
That's
not.
dope. Because I heard it, not that it, because you fine, but for your favorite artists, when you listen, you start to get worried, like, damn, well, what they going through? Why they rapping like this? Why they
Yeah.
saying like this? So I was like, damn, like maybe I was reading too deep. But I said, damn, he must have really went through something, man. Because this shit sound crazy.
Not with none of my partners though. Like
Yeah.
a couple fuck niggas done stole from me, but they wasn't my friends. They was just niggas who I was dealing with.
Right.
Niggas done stole shit like that. But that shit catch up with a nigga and you know how that go.
What about Boy Without You, man? Boy Without You, I think takes on a similar thing, but from a perspective with a woman,
With a woman, yeah.
relationship. So I mean, this shit was deep, bro. Like, and I ain't even trying to hold you. Like sometimes lyrics is like super metaphorical or whatever. And sometimes artists just say something straightforward that you ain't never heard it put that way before. Yeah. So you say, I'd rather have loyalty than love, because love don't really mean jack. Love is just a feeling. You can love someone and they still stab them in the back. It don't take much to love. You see, loyalty's an action. You can love or hate me and still have my back. Facts.
Yeah.
Like this kind of
I'd
thing.
rather have loyalty than love, because love really don't mean jack. See, love is just a feeling. You can love somebody, still stab them in their back. It don't really take much to love. You can love somebody just by being attached. See, loyalty is an action. You can love or hate me and still have my back. You know what I'm saying? All that mean is goddamn, like I'd rather have loyalty over love, because love is it's just a feeling. It ain't really an action. You don't really, you can do the fakest shit to somebody and still tell them I love you. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like I could kill you and say I killed you because I love you so much. Right. But if I'm loyal to you, no matter how I'm feeling, I'm gonna have your best interest in heart, right, because I'm being loyal to you. So that's all I was saying. Like, give me the loyalty. Fuck the love. You can love your dog. Like, I don't want love. Give me loyalty first. That's what I want.
Do you feel like love is in the cards for you? We seen you with a very public relationship with Amber Rose and
that's my dog.
The breakup and stuff like that. So I wondered if
we ain't really had no regular breakup though. Like we still friends to this day. It wasn't like a fuck you type of breakup. Right. It was just like your life going one way, my life going one way. Like it ain't working out, but we still friends. Like we still talk, everything. It ain't no hate though.
Okay, dope. Because again, like I hear things, you see what you see in the news. I'm like, oh, I wonder if this song got anything to do with that.
Yeah.
But y'all good. Another joint, A Lot. Real dope. J. Cole featured on A Lot.
Yeah.
It's crazy because I think every time J. Cole drop a verse this year, like a feature verse, people be like, oh man, that's his best one. And he topped it. How did that come together? Because I liked how you came from your perspective and he came from a whole different perspective, but it worked, man.
Yeah. I met J. Cole the same time I first met Jay-Z and Beyonce. We was at Made in America. I think it was Beyonce's birthday. Like her birthday around the same time Made in America. So we was at Made in America. I was with Meek, matter of fact. And we went with Meek Mill. We went to a Beyonce party. It was like at the festival, but like on the other side of the festival, like they had these, what's them shits called? Like, I don't know what the fuck.
I don't know.
Like
They didn't invite me. You got to describe it to me,
the little
bro.
white like tents, like
Okay.
tents. They had fireworks up there, all type of shit. And we was just really chopping it up because Beyonce had came out on my set like and watched me perform and shit. She was turning up, so we went back there. I told her happy birthday and shit. I was starstruck. I ain't gonna lie about Jay and Beyonce.
I can't picture you being starstruck, bro. You be too.
Them the
cool.
only people in the world that I ever ain't no other nigga. Fuck all the rest of these niggas. Jay-Z, Beyonce, and goddamn P. Diddy. Them the only people that I've been like, what the fuck?
Right.
Damn. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I had met Jay. We was chopping it up. Me, him, and Meek. And J. Cole was there. And J. Cole was just telling me like, man, you one of the few niggas I fuck with, man. I could just tell you solid. Like, I love what you doing type shit. And we exchanged numbers. And really, we was just, like, he just was giving me game, really. Like, I hit him and we would just chop it up about nothing about music, just like about, he was telling me, like, stay on the road, make sure I tour all the time and all that type of shit. And then I had sent him a song and he didn't want to do that song because he was like, it was like I was trying to come into his world. Mm-hmm. So he was like, that's what they gonna expect us to do, like a storytelling song. They gonna expect you to put me on a storytelling song. So he called me out the blue, like probably like 2-3 days before I was done with the album type shit. And he drove to Atlanta from Raleigh, 6 hours drive.
He said on the track, 6 hours drive, yeah.
And he stopped at the studio and like, it was random. I didn't know he was coming. He just hit me like, what studio you at? And I didn't even have no studio set up because I had my sons with me type shit. So I hurried up and called Jen. Jen worked for she worked with me, she on my team. Like set up a studio, J. Cole say he down here, you wanna get in type shit. I got down, woke my kids up, brought them to the studio. And they was going crazy in the studio, loud as hell, playing and shit. And we was just in there chopping it up. And then he took the song with him, drove all the way back to Raleigh. It was like 3 a.m. He drove all the way back to Raleigh and did the song.
That's crazy. And it's dope because he describes that scene. It's dope to hear you describe it.
Yeah.
But he describes it from his perspective because he said as soon as he got in the studio and seen your kids there, he knew you was a different type individual, man.
Yeah.
It came together dope. And now that you explain the story again, too, because I got the album, I got a preview before, and I didn't know who was on what. I didn't get a feature list. So Cole was the last person I was expecting to hear. And I was like, wait, that J. Cole?
Yeah.
And he really came into your world.
That shit hard, too.
It was crazy.
Number one, that's the intro, too.
Yeah,
shit hard as fuck.
Crazy. You know what I meant to ask you about?
But I ain't even listening my features, though. You just got to play and listen.
Oh, so you ain't listen?
Hell nah, because motherfuckers will jump straight to they whatever. Right. He on this? Let me go straight to this. Like, nah, you got to play my shit top to bottom. I got a lot of niggas on there that you ain't going to expect. Right. You just got to listen and see.
We gonna get that. Project Pat was one.
Yeah,
right?
Project Pat.
I wasn't, I listening and preparing for this interview. I got the album before. One of the luxuries of being a journalist, and I'm listening and I hit key. I said, Project Pat? Question mark? She said, yeah. I said, boy, what was it like working with Pat? I didn't know. Were you a big Pat fan coming up?
Yeah, hell yeah. Project Pat used to terrorize shit. The Project Pat, little boy stealing cars and shit, but. Shit, he's just a legend from the South, like a Southern legend, like gangster, street nigga. Like, that's what I like. Like, either you gon' like, I like niggas who just them. Like, Project Pat, Goldmouth, Memphis nigga. I love him for that. Like, J. Cole, just body shit. I love him for that type shit. So, I just got everybody who I feel like do them. Like, I don't really be fucking with people who just do anything.
And the track that Pat is on, Good Day?
Schoolboy Q on there, too.
Schoolboy Q on there as well. Just noted to say, if you're looking at this set and you're looking at this room, each room in this motel represents a different song.
Yeah.
This is the Good Day room, so this is...
lit.
Look like a good day. I see some money on the table, man. Some good smoke.
Some jewelry. Probably took some weed from a nigga.
this ain't his, this somebody else's. Somebody,
that's some bullshit.
That's some bullshit.
Yeah.
We gonna hide that. You know what I mean? But nah, so it was dope. So just again, when you listen to the album and you get to Good Day, this the room, this the feeling of what it's supposed to feel like. Another lyric I wanted to ask you about, I want to go back to Boy Without You, because I want to know if this is a true story, man. In the second verse, you talk about being in middle school and giving a girl a Valentine's Day card. She ripped the card up and pissed on the rose petals, man.
Yeah, nah, that ain't no true story.
I was about to say, man, what
It's
you was
just,
dealing with?
it's just like a metaphor, like
Right.
you know, just like you cross me once, it's fuck you forever.
Right.
Middle school got my heart broke. I got my heart broke in middle school though, but I just described that as like that was the equivalent to what I felt like when I got my heart broke.
That's dope. You know, it's definitely some fly, like again, some unexpected, like that's kind of you as an artist too. Like just when you think or you could predict where you're gonna go with it, you go left. I once heard somebody say that. I'll share that with you. Pusha T told me this in an interview. He was working with Puff and said that Puff used to tell Big that, and when he was working with Pusha, told Pusha that if I could hear your verse and I know where you're gonna go with the next line, rewrite it. I don't want to be able to predict where you're gonna go.
Yeah.
So that moment in that song kind of reminded me of what I heard Pusha say that Puff told him and Puff used to tell Big.
Yeah.
So that's some dope shit. That's some real MC shit, man. And again, I just always want to make sure you get the credit for being the artist that you are, man. Because this shit just don't come from nowhere, man. You don't do nothing for no reason.
Yeah.
Man, let's talk about Letter My Mama. Because I feel like that was a real important song. Just talk about what it meant to be able to write that for your mom, man, and really give her the flowers in lyrical form.
Yeah, it was just some shit I just thought of, like Tupac, Dear Mama. Like me and my mama done went through a lot of shit. We went through a lot, so it was just like, just put it on a song and see if other people can relate to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a Mother's Day song.
Yeah, for real.
sure.
What's an everyday song? And that's what's dope about hip hop too. It's so, I don't know how other cultures do it, but when you gonna salute your mom, even when you talk about a song like Dear Mama, like Pac in his instance wasn't saying his mom was perfect or the way he grew up was perfect or the way.
Right.
But man.
But you tried your hardest to make it perfect.
Right.
That's how I feel about my mama.
That's dope.
Like my mama ain't never had no job, like, but she tried her hardest to make my life like the best it could be. So I salute her for that.
Right, and then you give it right back to her in turn, and that's dope because and I'm sure you take care of your moms every day, but that song lives forever. The whole world know now, in case anybody didn't know. Yeah,
it's documented. My mama good though. Big mansion, big boy whips, paid for, no mortgage, no nothing. We just pay taxes on the house, property tax. That's all we got to do.
That's it. God bless, man. Monster, man, with Childish. Power, the money, and the fame make a monster.
Facts.
Like, it sounds, and again, if you go in the room in here, it's a horror story in that room. But have you been scared of fame, or did the fame kind of scare you? Like, when did you realize that? You said you had money before.
Yeah, I had money.
The world famous and not just the hood
I ain't
famous.
had this much money, but I had, 50,000. Your money, no taxes, that's a lot of money.
Absolutely.
18, apartment, car, mama house, paying her rent, paying my rent. Like, but I ain't had no fame though. Like, fame is like, it's crazy. It's a gift and a curse. Cause like, in the line of work that I'm in, fame brings you money, but you don't have to be famous to be rich. But fame brings you money, so it's like, yeah, the money cool, but money, I'm not really a money motivated person. Like, whether I had money or not, I'd still be savage. You know what I'm saying? But with fame, it's like, it's just the way you gotta move when you famous. It's like you can't be a regular person. Cause it's like, even down to like you seen the pool party shit. I don't really want to bring up no negative shit, but it's just like, for instance, the pool party shit. Somebody pulled out a gun and they was gonna shoot at us. But it's like, since I'm famous, I gotta think twice before I defend myself. Like, you know what I'm saying? But if I was just a regular person, nobody wouldn't give a fuck. But since I'm me, motherfuckers do this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's why I say it's a gift and a curse.
I see it a lot with you, even when you doing charitable things. The whole thing about the phone going missing and all these headlines and
It gets steered in a negative direction,
right.
but it ain't nothing negative. Like I just gave away like school supplies, clothes, haircuts, shoes, anything you can think of to over 2,000 kids
Right.
out my pocket. Like a couple sponsors helped, but it really wasn't nothing like
It was
major.
your
It's like
initiative. It was you
you
driving.
know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And it's like, damn, y'all take that. And then that incident didn't even happen at my school drive.
Right.
That shit happened at a whole nother event. You know what I'm saying? But it's like y'all are just steer this shit the whole opposite way. But I'm really trying to do good because I really come from this. Like I didn't get famous and I'm not trying to be no tough guy and be on no rah-rah shit. Like I've been doing all that tough guy gangster shit. Like if that's what y'all want to call it, I've been doing that on my mama. My mama would tell you that. Right. Like I'm changing. I'm trying to do positive and get these kids another way. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, don't turn into no negative shit. Like, don't do that to me.
I feel like right there, that's the whole kind of crux. But I am greater than I was.
Yeah.
You did that. You ain't impressed by that.
Yeah, hell no. Cause we really do that. Like it'll really go there. You know what I'm saying? The world know it. The police know it. Everybody know it. Like they know what I come from, what I've been doing since I was a little boy. But that ain't me no more. Like I ain't no hodo. I'ma defend myself. But at the end of the day, I'm all about positivity. I'm all about bettering everybody around me. Like we trying to do better. We ain't trying to do that. So don't just throw that on us. You know what I'm saying? And tarnish what we got going on. Cause you gonna fuck up a good thing just because you got a job and you can write some shit down and publicize it. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, yeah, we try. And me being on the journalist side of things, I don't write anymore like I used to, but I can acknowledge where things get fucked up on the media side because a lot of times, and this real talk, some people might get mad at me saying this, is if bloggers or journalists don't have anything to write, like you need something to write or there ain't no reason to go into work that day.
Right.
And if it's a slow day and nothing happening, some people make up things or find a story where they ain't want to take a truth and maybe take it. It's a dangerous game.
Yeah, because that shit
gets
can
played.
fuck somebody up. That
Yeah.
shit can get somebody arrested. That shit can get somebody killed. Like a lot of shit come behind that. Like words are powerful. Like you gotta be mindful how you use them. Like I'm a rapper, so yeah, I'm a rap about certain shit, but that's entertainment, that's music, that's my past life. When it come to what I'm doing in these streets as like a man, fuck a rapper, just me as a man and what I stand for, don't throw dirt on that, cause that's like a big accomplishment. That's like a big difference to what I could be out here doing.
And I commend you for that, bro. And that's why I think getting a chance to sit down with you and have you tell your story in this way is super special. And like I said, we had did it with the knife and thing. For me, if I'm being real, man, and I done did a lot of interviews, that's up there for me. Like top 3, just memory. Like I be thinking about how I'm gonna top that. I ain't gonna lie. Labels call me like, hey man, we need to do one of those, make a knife. And I can't make another knife. Right. We made the knife.
Yeah, find something else to do. Y'all suckers don't try and copy us.
I couldn't even do it. But as far as interviews in my career, like I was really proud to do that one because I just felt like, man, I wanted to help tell your story in a creative way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I appreciate you for that.
Nah, all good. One last thing I want to do before we get out of here, man. I'm gonna throw you a curveball, man. Just follow me. Let's see if this works out.
All right.
With this talk show that we do, this is all about hip hop, and I'm a big fan of hip hop. And I feel like if you get into it, you're a fan. I know you're a fan. We talked about music before.
Yeah.
So I asked every artist that sits in this chair, if you could spit a verse, not from you, but from one of your favorite artists, something that somebody else wrote, that you know like the back of your hand, you know that one verse that you're a fan of.
Yeah.
If it was 21 Savage, what artist, what verse would that be?
Lil Boosie, Mind of a Maniac.
Man, I'm gonna have to actually go ahead and do that, man. Lil Boosie, Mind of a Maniac.
Right. I keep a gat cause niggas murder. Got a bad habit of purple in the studio. I murk you. I'm coming, man. I swear to God, I'm thugging hard. Trill niggas deal with you. Off top, big glocks. We ain't stunned, man. We street niggas, we eat niggas off tracks from turk and beef. Better be about your bread, you talk to me. Ma, you wonder why your child so bad? Cause these fucking body bags and hit my ties, my ass is deep. Holding on to this money, man, I gotta get it. Choppers in the Glock, fall to play with me, you get your issue. Wrap your dick up, cause your dick will have the hiccups. If you're rich and you marry a bitch, get a prenup. Straight up.
Yo, 21 Savage, man. I Am Greater Than I Was is out now, man. I appreciate your time. I appreciate your energy. I appreciate your insight, man. Hopefully we keep this going in every album, man. I think you deserve that. Somebody just dig a little deeper and really get into what makes you tick. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
And dope. There's Motel too. There's Motel 21, John.
Yeah, Motel 21. We right here on Glenwood Road in the fucking slums where niggas get their motherfucking head bust wide open. Y'all finna listen to the album In My Hood. No security. Straight up.
Damn, he said no security. I'm good. We might get out of here, man. I'm gonna get on a plane back to New York. I had enough of the trap now, but 21, man, love you, bro.
All right.
Peace, man. This is For the Record. See you next week.